Good evening and welcome to our March meeting. It's good to see so many happy faces out there. Everybody's smiling. Let's have a good meeting. Roger, will you please start us with the invocation and pledges?
Yes, sir. Please stand if you're able. Lord, as we gather here this evening, we take a moment to reflect on the changing season and remind ourselves that each day brings fresh opportunities to learn, inspire, and make a difference. Tonight, we recognize and celebrate our Teachers of the Year. Their dedication and commitment to their students and their craft are a testament to the power of education. Their influence reaches far beyond the classroom, and we are grateful for them and all of our teachers who make a difference every day. We also take a moment to recognize and bless the students and their families in attendance. May they continue to learn, dream, and embrace the opportunities before them. May they be guided by those who teach and mentor them and inspire them to reach their fullest potential. May this season of renewal bring energy to our work, encouragement to those who teach, and inspiration to all those who continue to learn. May we carry forward a spirit of gratitude, collaboration, and purpose as we support one another, serving our students and our community. We ask all these things in your name. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, and now for the funnest part of the meeting. Okay, let us begin with recognitions.
Yes. Miss Jenny Collier is going to lead us. We have a wonderful group, both of students and of teachers.
Good evening, everyone. First up, we're going to recognize our Students of the Month. For Sky Harbor Elementary School, Fernando Alcala, please come forward. Fernando is an exceptional student who shines in and out of the classroom. He earned the highest scores in the most recent benchmark assessments in reading and math, #1 scores in both, and loves to learn. He's a great role model, always willing to help classmates as a patient and supportive peer tutor. His kindness, respect, and positive attitude make him a joy to be around. Outside, hold on, right this way, you're gonna come right here. Outside of class, Fernando is a responsible and enthusiastic member of the robotics team. He brings energy to everything he does and takes every chance to grow. Whether he's excelling in school, helping others, or joining in school activities, he always gives his best. His hard work and kindness make him a valuable part of our school and community. Congratulations. For Southwest Legacy High School, Adriana Orduno, please come forward. Adriana is a senior who truly stands out for her courage, dedication, and leadership. She's taken on the challenge of enlisting in the U.S. Marines, showing just how determined she is to succeed. She is ranked 5th in her class and excels in dual credit courses while juggling multiple responsibilities. Through the CT Education and Training Program, she earned her paraprofessional certification, which has prepared her to step into the classroom right after graduation. On campus, Adriana is a strong student leader, always working to make a difference, but beyond her achievements, it's her kindness and willingness to help others that make her truly special. Her hard work and spirit make her a true example of Titan pride, and there's no doubt she's going to do some great things. Congratulations. And now for our, oh, yes.
If the principals could please come join us, and Roger will send you the pictures, I promise.
And while he's taking the pictures, not here today, but I still want to recognize them, is Zoe Serrano from McNair Middle School.
If the parents of these two wonderful individuals, if you will please stand or wave at us, because we want to recognize you also. Thank you.
Okay, and then who else? And if we could have Ms. Laura Garza come up and help us with our Rising Stars recognition. These students have shown incredible growth, making positive changes and improving attendance. We are confident that in their hard work will continue to positively impact their entire school experience at Southwest ISD. And the winners are from Cass STEM High School, Axel Calderon Tovar,
Thank you. Great job. This is both for you. You know what? I'm gonna put this right here. Oh, well, let's take the picture with it.
Smile, 1, 2, 3.
And then you'll shake their hands and then come stand right behind your trophy, okay? Good job. Awesome.
Yes. And while he's shaking everyone's hand, we also had 2 other rising stars. I believe they were unable to make it, but we still want to recognize them. Sun Valley Elementary, Alejandra Aguilar, and McAuliffe Middle School, Eli Arturo Moreno.
Stand right here. If any family members for this young man are here, if you will please stand. We'd like to recognize you and say congratulations for making sure.
Cast.
But you're representing.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect.
Yes,
Absolutely.
ma'am.
And I will hold this one for you. Okay, here we go.
Big smile. And 1, 2, 3.
Awesome. Super proud of you. Keep coming every day, okay? All right. Good job.
And now for some athletic recognitions. Would we please call up Aiden Diaz? We are proud to recognize Aiden Diaz's springboard diving accomplishments for the Southwest Dragons. Aiden finished 4th overall at the UIL 5A Swimming and Diving State Championships. Aiden is an exceptional athlete and an exceptional role model for all future divers of Southwest ISD. We are looking forward to his accomplishments in the coming year. And while he's walking around, I'd also like to call up Coach Megan Ashew. We are happy to celebrate Coach Ashew, who was voted Region 7 Dive Coach of the Year by her peers following this year's regional meet. Coach Ashew has played a key role. Aiden, hold on one second. Coach Ashew has played a key role in Aiden Diaz's success and has grown in the Southwest ISD dive program just from a few athletes to over 40, spanning elementary through high school. We are lucky to have her and congratulate her on this well-earned recognition.
Good job, Coach.
If we could have Aiden's campus principal also join us. And you'll join us. That's it.
Big smile. And 1, 2, 3.
Thank y'all so much. And we would like to also recognize Aiden's family. If they're here, if you will please stand so we could recognize the family. Thank y'all so much for being here with us tonight. Thank you.
If we could please have the Southwest High School football team come in.
And we're gonna kind of line up here for a picture. So let's do the very best we can to kind of all squeeze into this part right here. That would be great.
And while y'all are lining up, let's talk about the team. They had a season to remember. They went undefeated, claimed the 14 5A district championship, and won both a by-district and area championship before a hard-fought battle in the regional semifinals. The team racked up an impressive 7 superlatives on the all-district team, along with the 15 first-team and 7 second-team selections. They also made history with 13 THSCA Academic All-State selections and were named a finalist for the Texas National High School Academic Excellence Award. Additional honors include 2 Express News All-Area selections, 4 All-State selections, and a spot on the elite Whataburger Super Team. Congratulations. We are also extremely excited to recognize our Dragon football team leader tonight, Coach Alejandro Franco, for being named the Texas High School Coaches Association Region 8 5A Division I Coach of the Year, as voted on by the THSCA Coach of the Year Committee. This is an outstanding accomplishment, and we are fortunate to have Coach Franco. We appreciate his leadership and efforts developing great young people through athletics. Congratulations.
Any family members for these young men are in the audience? Any family members, will you please stand? And I think that. If y'all want to shake the board's hand on the way out that way, that would be perfect.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Good job, Coach. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you for all
We
your
want to do a solo with the congratulations.
No, he didn't do a solo with the diving.
Congratulations.
Jordan White.
Congratulations.
Good
Good job.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Great job. Great job. Congratulations. Great job. Thank you for what you do.
Oh, salmon. And now we would like to recognize our 2024-2025 Southwest ISD Teachers of the Year tonight. Please call them in. We're also going to have Dr. Ruiz and Ms. Mona Weiser help along with this. All right, their enthusiasm for teaching, love for children, and expertise make them teachers who are highly respected and admired among their peers and within this great community. We thank them for all they do, and tonight's recognition is just a small token of that appreciation. We will now go through our Campus Teachers of the Year. For Big Country Elementary, Cynthia Sosa. Congratulations, and thank you for everything that you do. From Bob Hope Elementary, Katie Weedy.
Thank you, Ms. Susan.
Hidden Cove STEAM Academy, Ernestine Mendez. Indian Creek Elementary, Alma Vasquez.
Thank you so much.
Sky Harbor Elementary, Irene Garza.
Thank you for what you do. Are we related?
Spicewood Park Elementary, Delia Martinez. McNair Middle School, Kel Richter. Congratulations. Southwest Legacy High School, Amy Velasquez.
Thank you so much for what you do for our kids.
Congratulations.
Castem High School, Maya Rendon. Crossroads, Ruben Vasquez.
Congratulations.
From Meadow Creek Elementary and District Finalist Kelly Villanueva. From Southwest Elementary and District Finalist Anna Karen Parga. From McCullough Middle School and District Finalist John Ovelling.
Take care, thank you.
Congratulations, sir.
From Southwest High School, Dora Monsivais. Who is also a finalist.
Congratulations.
From Scobie Middle School, Gilbert Pardo II. And before I announce the district finalist of the year, not in attendance, Crewell School of the Arts, Brenna Trevino, and Elm Creek Elementary, San Juanita Garza.
Julie, thank you so much for all you do.
Our elementary district teacher of the year is Sun Valley Elementary, Jessica Welch.
Back to the front though.
And our secondary district teacher of the year, Resnick Middle School's Carlos Perez.
Carlos Perez.
Congratulations.
Thank you for taking care of it.
So, like to truly express our sincere appreciation on behalf of myself and our board of trustees. You are our best, and what you do each and every it's a little. We're gonna take a picture, so family, please feel free to take pictures with us.
Everybody, if y'all can see me, I can see you. Big smiles. And 1, 2, 3. Hang on 1 second, don't move. Go ahead.
Stuff is a big. It's like a leaf pills. Because I have a damage in this finger. The tube is so big, I have like 4 hours. I keep sitting so. I can touch anywhere, but I barely hit
Whether you're a school loved one or a family loved one, we really want to recognize you because teaching is not an 8 to 5 or an 8 to 3 job, not even an 8 to 5 job. These individuals dedicate weekends, evenings, a lot of their own time. And I see a lot of heads nodding, saying, yes, they do. So will you please stand, because we want to recognize you and thank you for allowing us to have you. So sincerely, on behalf of the board and myself, thank you for everything that you do. May God continue to bless you, and may you stay at Southwest ISD for your entire career.
That's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank y'all, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.
So much.
You have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Have a good evening.
Brandon, nobody signed up?
No, sir.
Okay. They're already doing it, so,
Yeah. You might have to give a 20-minute.
yeah, at this time, we'll take a little break,
Can you
okay?
say we're taking a break for a record?
Take a little break, 5 minutes. Okay, we'll come back to order at 6:27, and we'll go straight to the consent agenda. There's nobody signed up to speak. Board members, you've had item 5 before you. Any questions?
I move that we approve the consent agenda.
A second.
A motion, a second. Hearing no questions, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Item 6, we'll start with construction update.
Tonight we don't have any construction updates.
Wow.
Kind of went over with the brown bag.
Okay. Monthly tax report, you've had that. Financial report, you've had that. Investment report, you've had that. Anything we need to present?
No, sir.
Any questions, board members?
We're on track in tax report, and then last week we gave the last brown bag. We gave a little update on the delinquent taxes.
Gifts and bequests. Enrollment report.
Where are we sitting?
We are at. Hold on, I gotta read.
Is 14,907.
Yeah, almost 15,000. That's 577 more than last year at this time.
Wow. Purchases over 50,000. Okay, first read of TASB Board Policy Update 124 for local policy. Who's gonna read?
Mr. Ramirez.
Good evening, Board President Vasquez, board members, Dr. Ball, senior leaders. TASB has recommended policy updates to several corresponding, local policies. The idea here is to ensure that there is alignment with legal requirements. This is a first read. You do have included in your packet a list of the policies that are impacted by these updates. They include fiscal management goals and objectives, other revenues and investments, intellectual property. There's also an update regarding employee standards of conduct, curriculum design and special programs. And special programs, again, specifically affecting gifted and talented students. Also, there's an update regarding student welfare, child abuse and neglect, and then community relations. And so, again, there's a short description of what these changes are. A lot of the changes are changes in wording. And again, the idea is to ensure that alignment with legal requirements. So, are there any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Master schedule update.
Yes, Bill Lila, and curriculum department will give an update on that.
Yes, so we have begun the work with our master schedule, and so we normally also bring to the board just some updates, particularly it impacts our CT program. And so we do have our CT director, Brenda Keys, Mr. Luis Gonzalez, who oversees data and counseling, and Deline, who oversees high school programs.
Good evening, Board President Vasquez, board members, Dr. Ball, and senior staff. So tonight we'll be providing an update on the master schedule process for 25-26, which started back in the fall. So the campuses have been working diligently to make sure that they do meet the deadline. And so the overview tonight will look at, one, the overview of the course selection process, how our current 8th graders moving to 9th grade at Southwest High School and Southwest Legacy will choose their courses for next year. We'll also look at the endorsements, which, as you all know, are the specialized programs of study at the high school level, which are similar to college majors. And so with the introduction of House Bill 5, they are required to choose an endorsement by the end of their 9th grade year. And also look at the counts for our CTE programs of study. So you'll get to see what our students are choosing. I do have to let you know that this does not include our new enrollees. So this occurred prior to spring break. So any new students who did enroll into the district will have the same opportunity, but the counts you'll see in a few minutes will not include them because they have not started the process. And so then we'll talk about next steps. What does this mean for high school campuses after we do our course selections?
Okay, thank you, board. And of course, before we get you the tallies, of course, what we do is we ask, and we do several things with our students, and we're focusing on our 8th graders. One of the things that we do in step 1 is going to be, of course, getting our students' interest inventories completed so that we can see what are their strengths, what is it that they like, what would their future plans be. And so there's a series of surveys that School Links, the program that we are using, has them go through. And so that's one of the first steps, of course, getting their interest inventories completed. From that point, we go and we continue to do more program of study exposure, and so that is done through different venues, such as class guidance lessons. We do student and parent events such as our Passport to Success evenings. We have our elective showcase nights. And so that is continued exposure of our students. But now, not only have they looked at their interests and their possible, this is what I want to do as a career, now we're exposing them to what is available at our high schools that is also related to what they're choosing and what their strengths are. And so once they do that, and we continue to do exploration within their college and career course in the 8th grade, then we have our high school counselors who go and make the visits to the middle schools and continue that exposure. Now they're going to be presenting their course selection offerings for the following year. And within that, this is done also electronically in the School Links program. And once the students select their program of study, after they've, of course, done their interest inventories, they've done some selections, they've talked to their parents, they've done some tours to the high schools, now they're selecting their program of study. And what the system has done, or what we've done, is we've set the system to where once they select their program of study, their 4-year sequence of courses is pre-populated in the program. They also go in and select their level of core subject areas. For example, if it's an English class, they'll select their ninth grade English class and they will select their level. For example, is it an honors class? Is it AP, DC, etc.? The program is also, we've pre-populated to where it is also going to pre-populate their 4 years of English, their 4 years of math as they're selecting their ninth grade course. So therefore, now we're jumping over to step number 5, which is now this program, we, at the end of when they submit this, the program has created a 4-year plan for the student based on their program of study and their level. Can this change? Of course. We know that these students may change their mind, and we do have them lock in by law by the 10th grade. They have to lock in their program of study so that we assure that they're going to complete their CTE and their course that they are required, and of course their graduation courses that they are the state requires for them to graduate. So within this, now that they've selected that or submitted this is where we get our tallies. And this is where Dr. Ortiz is going to be presenting the tallies that we focus on our CTE programs that we have. But any questions regarding our process as far as what the students are exposed to and what they are selected within the school links? If not, we'll pass this on to now the tallies that Dr. Ortiz will be presenting.
So our primary goal is to ensure that all of our students and parents have all of the information on all of our CTE programs of study, the benefits about being in CTE. So as Mr. Gonzalez outlined, all of our recruitment efforts in order to ensure that we are educating and inform in order to recruit and retain our students. I wanted just to start by sharing the data at Legacy. So starting off with Legacy, based on the data, the goal is to continue to recruit for 3 programs in particular. So legal studies, HVAC, and cybersecurity. So legal studies this coming school year, 25-26 would be the first year of that program of study. And so looking at the numbers, continuing to recruit to ensure that we have a full cohort starting that particular program of study. HVAC this school year would have been the first year that we started that program, so it is a relatively young program. This is our first year. So our goal is to continue to recruit. We know that that is a valuable program of study, not only to our students, to industry, but our community as it is growing very quickly. The third one we're going to continue to recruit is cybersecurity. We want to make sure that we continue to recruit. However, based on numbers, we will be making a decision based on numbers for that program. So we will have that data towards the end of the school year. Also at Legacy, we have animation, audio, video, and photography, which are very similar. They all have graphic design and multimedia kind of embedded within, and photography is embedded in AV, is embedded in animation. So the goal or the proposal is to phase out photography and continue to embed photography in AV with animation, photography in, in audio video. So incorporating those two so that we would eliminate or phase out photography, and so those students would then have the opportunity to select from either AV or animation. Does anybody have any questions?
I'm curious about our cybersecurity program. I mean, it used to be pretty robust.
So at Legacy, our numbers have been low for the last few years. So that is a program of study that does not have high enrollment. And working with the campus, that is a program of study that has not been successful.
I realize that by the numbers, but my question is, I mean, the demand is not going away, right? I mean,
Correct.
We need people, and so why was it so robust at one time where our kids were graduating and going into the field, and now we have 6 kids that want to do it? Or do we just not have the...
So you know that the courses did become a little bit more rigorous, and so we did also incorporate with early college, high school, cybersecurity has some dual credit. And so due to the demands in the course, this is where then, it was not the singleton course that we had maybe years ago. And so that's something that we are reconsidering, is like, we still know that the workforce is a demand for the workforce, so we're trying to find a program of study where we can embed the technology piece to it, the cybersecurity, but we're also reconsidering with early college, high school, since they did have some
So what we also have to remember is that we have new students that enroll each year. And so last year, as the campuses are taking, looking at their data, we had close to 200 students who enrolled after we did the first phase of tallies. So these will definitely go up. And in speaking to Legacy, they're going to be looking at other areas to market to make it more meaningful and relevant to our students. So definitely the hope is that these numbers will go up, just targeting different groups of students and then also the marketing that is involved.
Other questions?
Is that cybersecurity also, they also have it at the high school, the Southwest High School? So it's different, the numbers are different?
Yes.
Okay.
Not much.
Well, the numbers are different
see.
in terms
Next
of,
page.
and I'll, let me move to that slide. So for Southwest High School,
Legal studies or
sorry.
law enforcement, not robotics. Robotics and cyber are completely different.
I see, I didn't know that we had it here.
so for Southwest High School, the numbers are reflected. So the goal is to continue to recruit for cybersecurity and for drones. The numbers are, the number for cybersecurity is 7 for this particular cohort, but as Ms. Aragon mentioned, we're continuing to recruit. They have had larger cohorts in previous years. So right now, their freshman course currently has 27 students. Their sophomore course has 27, junior 24 and 23. So they have proven in the last 4 years that they've recruited large number of cohorts. So the goal is to continue to recruit for this one to ensure that we can get to that number. Also, another recommendation for Southwest High School is to add audio video. That is a program of study that does have high interest and that would we be able to continue to support Victronics. Any questions?
Any other questions?
No, but I would like more information, and maybe at a brown bag. I mean, we used to have kids coming out of our middle school that were really geared towards the cybersecurity.
Cyber
And-
Patriot program.
Right, so we have, because we have the clubs, so what we're looking at, especially right now with middle school, is it's all about the teats that are required within the course. And so back then when we had clubs, which we still do have, even down to the elementary. So now when we're talking about cybersecurity, there are some 4 required courses when we talk about a program of study that the state is now requiring for us to use those particular courses. For 4 years, the students have to stay there, so we need to come up with a way of how can we gather that interest from the students again, where they get to enjoy like what we used to have before. So that's what we're trying to do is like, you know, maybe we need to articulate it different, maybe we need to market it different in order for us to find that interest back for the students. So I think, partially has been when we started incorporating the dual credit, it was no longer just you get in there and, you know, from the student interest, I'm like, I'm gonna get into the computer. It was more from the dual credit side. You have to learn the book, you have to learn the laws, you have to learn. So I think there, we kind of just lost some of that interest from the students, where now we're looking at how do we gain the recruiting aspect, how do we go back and articulate it different, or where can we incorporate the fun that the students used to have. And not only that, but then we did see the workforce is still there. So I know that even with our advisory and our workforce, they're still coming back and saying we need students that not are just AMT, but technology piece. So that's the part that we're looking at, how can we come back and re-articulate it, where do we integrate it, or what do we have to do with our after-school clubs and organizations, because Cyber Patriots was also something really strong that was happening after school.
I would bring in industry people and explain it. I mean, from the kids, from a point, if you're just showing them the book, they're not gonna see the true interest. It just looks like studying. But if you bring them in and explain industry people what this can do, or what this can do for them. I mean, I do cybersecurity. I didn't, none of it in high school. We didn't have it, but it provided me with a career. But we have just as many male, females across the board doing from military to civilian to everything with this. So when I went and spoke to the kids at Resnick, it really, they had so many questions I wouldn't expect. So I think having industry people come in and explain to them what this can do for them would gauge some more interest instead of just seeing work from a book. So, that's just what I think.
Can I say something real quick? Just, so what would be the number that we would, because, you know, you already have other cohorts. So we're looking for a class of 25 to 30 kids to So we're not, like, the 7 looks like it's, oh, we don't have, but the other classes have,
This is just first number?
like 23, 27. So we're looking to try to get 25 to 30 freshmen to choose this pathway.
Yeah, I understand, but I just remember walking through the cybersecurity at the Southwest High School at one time, and there was probably, remember the tour, like 40
It was
desks,
a lot
all the
of
kids
kids,
were
yeah.
at them, and it
Yeah.
wasn't just one period either, so.
Yeah.
I
No.
just
Okay.
don't wanna get to the point where we're like, oh, only 6 people, so we're gonna not do cybersecurity anymore, when we know it's such a high-paying career that our kids could choose versus, well, I'm not gonna say anything about the other ones, but
Yeah.
it's, you know,
We also had an
I'm just curious,
instructor,
the numbers.
we also
crack
had
me
an
up.
instructor though that was well-liked and had a good rapport with a lot of the students, and
Maybe it's approved
that
or
was
not.
back then, yeah.
And connections too,
Yeah.
but anyway, okay.
We'll bring some more information back to our team next week.
Thank you.
And just to conclude, campuses are going to continue recruitment. Looking at this, these numbers are pretty average for the first round of course selections. Definitely as new enrollments come up, and as you know, you've had children, they change their mind. So definitely, we will see some shift in numbers for our tallies, our current course selections, and definitely just really honing in on those recruitment activities. And Mr. Carrillo will be tapping into your definitely industry partners to make sure that we do bring these industry partners to our district and talk to our students about how important cybersecurity and the demand for cybersecurity.
Because at one point, when I was in a different building, our house floor, a bunch of high school kids walked in, and actually 4 of them were from Southwest. It was a program with a company that's not up there no more, but it's definitely there, and there's definitely programs where they can get, you know, not a top secret clearance, but a secret clearance that they can get in and start working. But it's just a matter of tapping into the right companies. So.
Yes. So, yes, thank you, sir. And so, as new enrollments come in, they will go through the same process, and so you'll see the numbers that will continue to grow. And then also, the campuses do have a timeline of June 26 for that master schedule to be complete. We know EOC scores come in after, so there will be some adjustments. So we know that students who do need some courses based on their scores will have some schedule changes, but the goal definitely is to be done by June 26. And then, of course, we'll have some slight adjustments as new enrollments come in, and then also again with our EOC scores.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Administration Human Resources, I see no items. Business and Finance, A, consider approval of change order number 1 for the Southwest Legacy High School roof repair.
Yes, sir. Oh, sorry. Back in November, y'all approved the district to go ahead and move forward with bond funds to start the roof repairs even before the project started with Joris. And so we hired Brazos Urethane to go in and redo some of the areas of the roof at Legacy. The change order came in a little bit higher, so we had a not to exceed, so it came in at $3,497 more than we had asked the board for. So we're asking the board to approve the change order for the additional $3,497 to complete the project.
I move.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second that we approve change order number 1 to Brazos Urethane for the amount of $3,497 coming from bond funds from 2023. Questions, anyone? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Consider award of RCSP 2425-117 for the district-wide fencing project.
Yes, sir. We went out for sealed proposals on February 26th. We had 8 bidders. The bids range from 4.6 to about 7.7. District staff, working along with Alamo Architects, did the rankings based on the published criteria. And tonight, we're recommending that King Kong Construction be the recommended vendor for $4.7 million, funded out of the 2023 bond. We anticipated this project to be almost $8 million. We do have, I should have put on there, we do have a safety grant of about $3.9 million, which is where most of this will come out of. which really will save about $7 million in the bond funds that we put aside for this project. And so tonight's recommendation is to approve KingCon for $125,000.
Second.
We have a motion, a second, that we approve KenCon Constructors as a contractor in district-wide fencing project with the contract in the amount of $4.725 million. Questions, anyone? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Nothing on CNI, nothing in special programs. Wow, you have one more thing?
I do. We have lots of great things happening in our district. Tomorrow, we have one at Hidden Cove. One of the programs that we use is MyPath, and the students have won a contest there, so we are going to be recognizing them at 9 o'clock, if anybody would like to join us.
Where's that at?
At Hidden Cove. And then the Saturday, we do have our annual job fair, so that'll be at McCullough from 8:30 to noon. Then lots of playoff games. We have the high school soccer game on Thursday, for the boys. Then the girls will be on Friday at 7. Southwest Legacy boys will be Friday at 7. Yes, at Legacy. Then we have a, art show for the high school at Palo Alto College next Tuesday at 5 o'clock. All of these will put, the ones future to come will put in your Friday notes, but lots of great things happening in our district.
Chief will let us know when the soccer is for sure, so
Yeah. Okay. As permitted by sections 551.001 through 551.146 of the Texas Government Code, we will now go into closed session at 6:51. 7:20. Call this meeting back into order. Item 12.
I move that we approve the superintendent's recommendation on personnel.
We have a motion, a second, to approve the superintendent's recommendations on personnel and administrator employment, resignations, reassignments, leaves of absences, and contract renewals. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Any other business? Board members? Can I? Nothing? Wow. 7:21. Meeting